Fantasy Springs is DisneySea's newest attraction, themed on Frozen, Tangled, and Peter Pan. In this video, I'll take you on a day at Fantasy Springs, the rides, the food, and what you can see and do. Keep watching to the end for tips on how to access Fantasy Springs, get right passes depending on your budget, and I give my honest review and answer the question of was it worth it? Good morning. We arrived at 7:20 at Shinjuku to take the 7:40 shuttle bus to DisneySea, but the bus was full. The next available bus was at 8:30, but we need to get into the park before 9:30, so we're taking the train. Getting into Fantasy Springs does feel like Squid Games. If you know, you know. We arrived at Maihama Station and then took the monorail on the Disney Resort line, which was 300 yen. It's 23rd of December, so Christmas decorations are up. Oh gosh, oh heck, this line just keeps on going. This is 10 minutes before the park opens at 9 a.m. It took 30 minutes to enter the park and we got passes for 2 rides, Tinkerbell and Rapunzel. Frozen was already sold out. At the end of the video, I'll tell you how I got tickets without lining up for hours. DisneySea is so much fun, but today our focus is on Fantasy Springs. Fantasy Springs has 3 main themes, Peter Pan, Tangled, and Frozen. Captain Hook's pirate ship is so eye-catching. We couldn't resist but run all over it and explore. If you like what you see, please support the channel and subscribe. Thanks! There's a replica of Skull Rock, but it did feel a little empty with nothing much to do, and I wish that there were a few more references to the movie. It was still fun, but I thought that they could have done a little bit more. We're a little hungry after all that running around, but roast beef flavored popcorn isn't going to do it. We went to Lookout Cookout, which is Peter Pan and Lost Kids themed snack restaurant. Everything was ordered on the Disney app and we could choose a time slot to dine in. It's self-service, so after picking up your food at the counter, you can go and find a seat. The theming of the restaurant was surprisingly fun, with a lot of props to look at. We ordered the Lost Kids snack box with lemon tea chicken. I think they gave us dried banana chips, some crackers, and Yorkshire pudding. I'm not sure who came up with this, but this is the strangest combination in a snack box I've ever had. It wasn't bad food, just a strange combo, and the box was super cute. We also got a pixie dust soda and kiwi flavor, which just tasted like soft drink. Time to go for our first ride at Fairy Tinkerbell's Busy Buggies. Because it was a standby pass, we still had to wait in queue for about 40 minutes, but there are so many cute details and props that you can look at. The ride is really not a roller coaster type of ride, and it's suitable for young children, but it does spin a little bit. Let's go check out the Fantasy Springs gift store. I've seen so many people wear these hats. They are Lost Boy themed. Would you get one? How cute are these little dolls too? This is the new Fantasy Springs Hotel with entry gates going straight into the park. This is the Grand Paradise Lounge, and sometimes you can dine at the buffet restaurant, but right now it's only for guests. I'll put the hotel link in the video details. If you're a Disney or Frozen fan, this place is a must visit. The attention to detail is amazing. They don't announce the Anna and Elsa character meet and greets, so we saw this purely by accident. For reference, this is in front of the gift store on Monday at around 3 p.m. The Frozen Kingdom was so charming, and I really wish that some of these buildings were real shops. As it turned out, the only usable entrance was just a very fancy entrance to the toilets. There's also the famous sled from the chase scene in the movie, and you can take photos with it. There's also the Royal Banquet of Arendelle restaurant and the Frozen ride, the most popular ride in the park. Time for lunch. Everything is done via mobile order. I was so excited to eat at the Snuggly Duckling, which in the movie was one of my favorite scenes. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have had my hopes up because it turned out to be a little basic. We got the Duckling Dream cheeseburger set, which had a wedge of ham or maybe spam in it. Again, everything was done to a good standard, but maybe it was not to my personal taste. For 1,500 Japanese yen or $10 US, it wasn't too expensive for theme park food. It's time for our second ride. We bought premier passes for 2,000 yen each on the Tangled ride, so we only waited 15 minutes. If you had a standby pass, the wait time was around 80 minutes. I really enjoyed that ride. It was so beautiful. The park takes on a new identity in the evening light. We are exiting Fantasy Springs, but please keep watching for everything you need to know for a fun day at Fantasy Springs. At the end, I'll give my honest review if it was all worth it. On 7 January 2025, Disney announced that Fantasy Springs entry is no longer restricted, but on some days there will still be limits. Plus, you still cannot physically queue up at the rides. You still need a free standby pass or a Disney Premier Pass. I recommend that you download the Disney app, create your profile, register your ticket, and add others in your group. And after you have scanned your park pass to enter, you can book these passes for you and your group. I've summarized the types of passes you can get. Please feel free to screenshot the image. You can only buy them after entering the park, so make sure you're ready. After entering, immediately start getting a Premier or Standby Pass. Tinkerbell was the only Standby Pass, and then I focused on getting any Premier Pass ticket. After 9:30, your chances of getting a pass are much lower, so try and line up before 9 a.m. One benefit of the Disney hotels is happy entry. Hotel guests can enter 15 minutes before they let other people in. This means a head start to get a free standby pass or buy a premium pass. Hotel rooms are booked up quickly, so don't leave it to too late. Vacation packages include rides, restaurants, and gifts with your hotel room. From April 2025, the unlimited rides at Fantasy Springs package will no longer be sold. Instead, there are other packages like this 2-day package, and you can choose 3 rides a day. We visited in the peak season of December, but Fantasy Springs was crowded but still okay. I really enjoyed the Rapunzel ride. The Tinkerbell ride was cute, but maybe not worth the queue. I've heard that the Peter Pan ride is really good, and if you can get it, the Frozen ride is the best. Given that it was peak season, I'm really happy that we even got any tickets. Just walking around the park without getting on any rides was really fun. There's just so much to see. The Frozen Kingdom was so charming, but it seemed like a missed opportunity to have a row of cute shops. I'm thinking of Universal Studios, Harry Potter Land, and I wish they had something like that. The banquet hall was a great photo opportunity, but we didn't eat at the restaurant. Overall, the food was made with great care, but maybe it wasn't to my personal taste. But it wasn't super expensive and service was efficient. To be honest, I didn't want to queue up at 6 a.m. in winter for Frozen tickets, so I think that getting 2 rides was really good considering we only turned up 10 minutes before the park opened. I'd probably never queue up early, but I would come back to the park. Because even if you don't get into Fantasy Springs, a day at DisneySea is so fun, especially now that I know how the pass system works. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please support the channel and subscribe. Thanks for watching!